Today we're trying a viral hack to make a 2-ingredient childhood favorite, and we're gonna be making a keto, or we're gonna try to. And that recipe is for funnel cake. Haven't had that in like 20 years, more, probably 30 years. And I never assumed that you could make a keto, but I saw a recipe by @Mazerlaser on TikTok. I'll leave her account in the description below. She's actually like an ex-Domino's employee, I'm pretty sure. And she shows you how to make different like pizzas and stuff like that. But here on our channel, we try to take viral recipes and turn them low carb or keto. But the basis for this recipe is a pancake mix. This is a complete pancake mix, which means that you only need to add water. If you're not keto or low carb, you could use your favorite complete pancake mix. And this is diet 7-Up, 0 sugar 7-Up. You could use Sprite, but you need a fuzzy lemon lime type of drink with 0 carbs and a keto pancake mix. So most of the time we read the comments on videos and they give good tips. Like there was one lady that worked at the carnival and she says that you can add a splash of vanilla and cinnamon and it'll make it taste better. And they gave tips on how to cook it. We're gonna be deep frying this. I don't know if there's any other way to cook this. I know that so many of you guys are gonna be like, can I put it in the air fryer? Maybe. I've never tried that. That looks scary or sounds scary. So we're gonna be using good old avocado oil. And for the purposes of this video, we just wanna point out we're using like a big pot and a big pan. But if you're making this for yourself, use a little pot with a little bit of oil. But we need to film it so it's like a different thing, okay? And the sponsor of this video is Hume Health. So most people on keto are mainly focused on weight loss, and that is how we were until we turned 41 last year. And we had this realization, maybe it's time to pay attention to what's happening inside of our bodies and not just a number on the scale. And that is where the Hume Health Body Pod comes in. The Body Pod is not just a smart scale, it's a full body analyzer. And it gives you so much more information than just your weight. It shows you information like your body fat, your muscle mass, your visceral fat, and even your metabolic age. Let's just say our metabolic age is older than we actually are. And so that is the thing that we're mainly focusing on now. So in the Hume Health app on your phone, you'll get a visual breakdown. It's a diagram showing muscle and fat across your arms, your legs, and your torso. I've been paying special attention to my visceral fat and my muscle mass, which is low, because those metrics tell a much clearer story than just your weight alone. So even if the number on the scale stays the same, you can see if you're building muscle or losing visceral fat. And that is the full picture that we have been missing all these years. And what makes the Hume Body Pod different is the accuracy. It is like 98% accurate compared to those medical grade scans that cost $20,000 at your local gym. And the app just doesn't spit out numbers. It actually tells you where you stand. And it gives you feedback on things like your sleep, your activity, and your nutrition. It feels like having a little health coach right on your phone. So we are halfway through this year, you guys, and you can still reach your goals. If you're ready to stop obsessing on just a number on the scale, get yourself a Hume Health Body Pod. We'll leave the link below and use our code Keto Twins, and that's gonna stack on whatever kind of deal that they're having right now. It's gonna give you like 50% off. But that code is only good for 7 days. And we know most of you guys are in the US, and you can use your HSA or FSA to cover it. The original recipe, it doesn't really have any measurements. She's just kind of going with her heart. One of the comments said that it would be better if she made it a touch thicker, so maybe we'll try to make a thicker pancake batter. So we're gonna add our complete pancake mix. This is the Birch Benders one, but there's tons of other keto-friendly pancake mixes if you can't find this one. We'll leave it linked below. And we're gonna add as much Sprite, or 7-Up, sorry, to this recipe to make it thinner, and then we'll add in our vanilla and our cinnamon. And then you're probably gonna wanna dust it with something. So the original creator said it was so good that you don't need to put powdered sweetener on it, but we're going to do that, come on. We're just gonna pour this into our bowl. And it says here, 1 cup water. So maybe we'll use 1 cup Sprite. Less is more because, wait until, I just wanna see. This is 1 cup. Okay, we won't pour all of it. Just start slowly, okay? All right, I poured about half in there. We'll start to mix it now. You know, with keto ingredients, they act different. You might need more liquid, which is fine. We have enough. But I think it takes time to absorb as well. It needs to be squeezable because we're gonna be squeezing this out of a bottle into our oil. So I'm not liking it yet. I think I'm gonna turn on the thing on a low temperature. It's gonna take a while to heat up. And our avocado oil. All right, this is 1/4 of a cup. I'm gonna continue adding. So we're at, if I add this whole thing in it, it'll be a 1 1/4 cup. I am going to add in a sprinkling of cinnamon.
A sprinkling, okay.
And 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So we have our oil heating up and we are going to let this kind of sit and absorb, and then we'll get to filling our bottle. We're having a disagreement. I think it's too thick. Sarah doesn't.
Be aware that we don't have any other cake mix, so if you mess this up, it's on you. There's more. We also have no more 7-Up, so.
It's 1/4 of a cup. I'm sorry, I don't think it's gonna be squeezable at this rate.
You didn't even try to squeeze it out yet. I mean.
I can just tell. I've made 1,000 recipes on this channel.
Take your time. I know you're gonna try to rush it, but do
no. I am very careful, as usual. We have about half full. I'm gonna squeeze it back into it. I really think it's too slow.
Yeah. Don't flick it into the batter or into the oil. Oh, okay.
Oh no, it broke. Like, it's got like a thing in it. I don't like that. Okay, I just sealed it shut. Great. I'm gonna...
Please don't hurt yourself.
Okay.
That's thicker.
All right.
And if you like our chaos, subscribe.
Please subscribe if you haven't already. 50% of you are not subscribed. We're trying to get to 300,000 subscribers and it's free. And it means a lot to our channel.
Helps us.
Okay, so our oil is, I mean, we're getting there. Within a couple of minutes, we'll be there. It's floating and spreading apart into a giant abyss.
Keep going.
All right, we're just gonna see how this goes.
I think do we have to flip it? There's no way that you're gonna flip it. I don't know, do you flip it funnel cake?
I don't know. Let me look at the video. I don't know, actually. That's a good question.
Could be worse. I mean, that looks like a funnel cake. It's not a fail.
Should I take it out?
Yeah. Test number 1.
All right. It kind of looks right. I think that it looks pretty good. Hear that? It's crispy, but it could be more crispy. And I think one of the things is, one of the main reasons why something that's fried gets soggy is this paper towel situation. Back when we made tempura using the Elevate protein flour, it was so delicious. It was light and crispy. And one of the things that I learned is that you should put it on a rack without any paper towel, because the paper towel holds a lot of moisture and steam and it's just gonna get soggy. So I brought out a rack and we're gonna be putting our funnel cakes on that. I think that this is a good start though. The other thing is, you should try to get it to be in one spot. You know, if you're using a small pot, like in the original video, it's gonna be easier for you to do. Have it all be contained in one circle. A little tiny pot.
Yeah.
It's not coming out easily. Darn it. Stay. I think we have a clog. I'm looking for an even distribution. We're gonna flip it in about a minute or 2. It looks good though. It's working.
We're gonna let this fully brown and then transfer it to the rack.
At the carnival anytime soon, but it'll do.
When's the last time we had a funnel cake? Six Flags Great America. I haven't been there in about, what, 20 years at least? Not longer than that.
I don't get like scared of roller coasters.
We have a picture of the first time we ever went on Shockwave, which was a terrifying roller coaster.
If you've been around for a while, Sarah shared this picture in our Facebook group a while ago.
But maybe I'll just include it here for everyone's enjoyment. This is the original test here.
Should I take it out?
It's about this for scale. See, the underside is done, so next one's gonna be perfect, probably. Pressure. This is the last one before we taste it. This has to be perfect shape and form. You got this.
You hired the right person, because I'm known for perfection.
Exactly.
Oh, darn it. It's like, it does what it wants. It's got a mind of its own. I got like a clog or something. I got my chopstick here. Get out of there. Okay, well, we've gone off the rails a bit. Perfection is...
in the eye of the beholder.
Yes, just like beauty. I think the point of this video is that it works. How well it works is up to you and your patience.
Emily wants to just take away the squirt bottle and put it in this.
I just want to see if I pour it, would it be better? Because maybe you don't have to buy and ruin a squirt bottle for this. All right, here we go. Last hurrah. This is not there. And here we go. Wait. And here we go. Scooch in there. Okay. Well, life is like
a box of chocolates.
Life is like frustrating, and look at that. That you can't even buy that at the carnival. All right. Well, this is gonna be mine. I know it. I'm gonna like it.
I think we should let it cook a little bit on the other side because you do want it to be pretty dark. Otherwise, it's not gonna be crispy. So, okay, now
we'll go back downstairs and try it after we put some swerve on it. Okay, so this one absorbed the swerve. I added more to this one.
This is also crispier because it's thinner, probably.
Right.
So,
well, we'll see. We don't know. But, you know, if you don't like that much swerve, this is probably what it's going to look like.
This is from pouring it.
Right.
With a cup, with a little spout. Easier, but to get that, like, frizzled kind of texture.
Frizzled.
Like cooked, fried, maybe, you need to have, like, a thinner pour. Okay. Go ahead.
Very good. Tastes like funnel cake.
Yep. I'm trying to see if I taste a 7-Up. Not really.
Not really.
I wonder if you could just use like a soda.
Seltzer?
Like sparkling.
I'm sure you could. I think it's more about the fizz.
I don't really taste the cinnamon, but it's there.
It's very good.
I like it a lot.
A little ice cream on top.
Keto friendly ice cream. It does taste like a funnel cake, 100%. Yeah, the thicker one is like doughier. Then if you want it like crunchier, then the thinner
bottle. Yeah. I don't know which one I like more. I think I like the doughier one more.
Yeah, this kind of tastes like a donut or something.
Like
too.
a fried donut.
Yeah. It's very good. Super happy that we tried this. Never know if sometimes we test hacks. You never know if it's going to convert into like a low carb or keto recipe. So yeah, different textures.
Right.
The thicker one, it's still really good, doughier, breadier, and this one is like crispier.
Either way, it's really good. You need to try it.
And YouTube seems to think you're going to like this video, so why don't you click on it, and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily.
And we are the Keto Twins.
Signing out.